Welcome, young professionals. Man, I am absolutely fired up to have you here for this explainer. Look, if you're tuning in right now, it tells me something about you. It tells me you're looking for an edge, right? You want to elevate that career, build some real freedom, and lock down your future. But let me tell you right now, the gap between where you are and where you want to be, it isn't about raw talent or luck. Today, we're breaking down a core concept from our source material that is literally the ultimate separator between top performers and, well, everyone else. We're calling it the wealth of screen time. And trust me, the data we're unpacking today holds a brutal mirror up to our daily habits, and it absolutely does not pull any punches. So, will you be rich or broke in 10 years? I really want you to let that sink in for a second. And I'm not asking this to be dramatic. This is a high-stakes wake-up call right out of the gate. You see, we all kind of naturally assume our future is going to be the straight line pointing up, right? Like we'll just magically earn more, save more, and eventually hit our goals. But the source material challenges that passive assumption head on. 10 years is going to pass whether you're intentional about it or not. And the trajectory of your finances over that next decade, it's being decided right now, today, by something sitting right in the palm of your hand. Look at your phone. Seriously, take it out right now and just look at it. The source notes that the average person unlocks their phone over 100 times a single day. And the data tells us that your future might actually be hiding right there, directly in your screen time. It's not hidden in some crazy complex economic forecast. It is sitting right there in your daily analytics. This little glass rectangle is hands down the most powerful tool ever created, but it's also the biggest trap. It is actively keeping a record of exactly what kind of future you are building.
All right, let's get into section 1, the cost of scrolling, otherwise known as the broke path.
This is the trap that catches pretty much everyone. Think about your own day for a second. You know, those moments waiting in line, crashing on the couch after work, or that dangerous hour right before bed. You're scrolling social media, you're watching random videos, just caught in this loop of passive, mindless consumption. The source points out that we treat these small pockets of time like they're just worthless change in our pockets, right? Just casually tossing them away into the endless feed. But let me tell you, these small moments are incredibly expensive. You are literally paying for those random videos with your own potential. Now, we really have to project this habit forward. 10. Imagine doing exactly what we just talked about, the mindless scrolling, the random videos, for 10 straight years. We usually don't feel the sting of wasting an hour today because, the consequence isn't immediate, but the math of consistency, it is brutal. When you compound passive consumption over a whole decade, you are locking in a trajectory that practically guarantees mediocrity. And here is the devastating result of that 10-year projection. Thousands of hours. Poof. Gone forever. You can never, ever buy them back. And what does the average person actually have to show for it? No new skills, no new revenue streams, absolutely zero career advancement. Just think about what 1,000 hours actually represents. That's basically the equivalent of a full university degree, or the time it takes to get completely fluent in a new language, or even lay the foundation for a 6-figure business. Instead, it's just thousands of hours traded away for cheap dopamine. Being broke in 10 years doesn't just happen overnight. It happens one wasted hour at a time. It's a slow, silent drain on your wealth. Okay, let's pivot to section 2, the 1-hour shift. Time to flip the script. We really need to weigh the trap of hours spent on random videos against the absolute massive potential of just one single hour of learning. And hey, we're not talking about locking yourself in a library for 12 hours a day here. We're talking about reclaiming just one single hour from the endless scroll and dedicating it to intentional, focused learning. You already have the time. You're just currently spending it on mindless consumption instead of investing it in your future. So if you take that 1 hour of learning, where do you actually put it? Well, the source lays out a highly leveraged skill stack. We're talking sales, investing, marketing, video editing, business. Think about the ROI here. Spending your daily hour mastering how to close a single sale or actually understanding how compound interest works in the market, that pays dividends for decades. Dedicate an hour a day to learning video editing, and boom, you suddenly have a highly monetizable technical skill in a booming creator economy. If you learn marketing, you understand human psychology and how to drive revenue for literally any company on earth. You aren't just consuming anymore. You are building an arsenal. You are turning yourself into an absolute powerhouse of value. Let's anchor this game plan in some hard, undeniable data. 365. That 1 hour a day we just talked about, it snowballs into 365 hours a year. Let that number hit you for a second. If you spend 365 hours intentionally studying sales or marketing or investing, you are going to be completely unrecognizable a year from now. The source makes it crystal clear. 365 hours is enough time to completely transform your income. It's enough time to launch a profitable side business, land a massive promotion, or just totally pivot your career path. You are literally building your financial fortress, one single hour at a time, simply by redirecting the time you used to spend scrolling. Which brings us to section 3, the ultimate choice, the big mindset shift. All right, here is the tough love truth that the source material demands we face. Your phone can either make you richer or it can keep you broke. The device itself is completely neutral. We got to stop blaming the algorithms, stop blaming the apps. The problem, and honestly the solution, is entirely about how you choose to use it. You hold a portal to all of human knowledge, every potential client, and endless learning resources right there in your hand. So the question is, are you using it to build your empire, or are you just using it to numb your mind? I want to leave you with this incredibly powerful quote from the source material. Every tap is a vote for the future you want. Man, think about the weight of that statement. The next time you unlock your screen, before your thumb naturally gravitates to that social media icon, I want you to ask yourself, are you casting a vote for the broke path with thousands of hours wasted? Or are you casting a vote for the 1-hour shift, for a future where you are undeniably rich in skills and value? The polls are open every single time you look at that screen. So what exactly will your next tap vote for?